Hey everyone, thanks for joining us on the broadcast tonight. Alongside Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz as we get set for the Middle Easy Grand Prix Tournament.
We're going to replicate some of the matchups coming up for the big continuation of the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Plus you'll hear from the Fight Professor Stephen Quadras and Josh Barnett. So stick around, broadcast coming up next, Middle Easy Heavyweight Grand Prix. Thanks for joining us tonight for the EA Sports MMA live broadcast as we get set for the MiddleEasy.com Heavyweight Grand Prix alongside Dickerman. I'm Brian Fritz. Three fights coming your way here in just a moment.
6 fights, 6 fighters, 3 fights, 2 heavyweights, and 1 light heavyweight matchup. Going to start things out tonight with the Grim Slayer taking on Go Buckeyes. Then Fritz, we're going to have Thanosinfinity versus Mr. Energy, a couple heavyweights, and this is kind of replicating the Grand Prix as we got Josh Barnett taking on Brett Rogers.
Absolutely, Dan. A couple of our friends from MiddleEasy.com in the third fight of the night. But first fight getting ready to start here. A couple guys pulled from the chat room. Let's get things going right here on the broadcast. MiddleEasy.com presenting this one. Take a look at the guys here in this first fight, and you're seeing a Grim Slayer taking on Go Buckeyes, a couple guys that we're pulling from the chat room at EASportsMMA.com.
Both these guys are black belts, and what you can expect here is a stand-up battle. Both guys have good ground games, not real big submission games, high health and big power. You got the Grim Slayer using Brett Rogers, who's a Muay Thai specialist, and Buckeyes, he's a boxer.
Thanks again to our good friends over at MiddleEasy.com, helping out with tonight's broadcast, putting it together.
Fighting on the broadcast.
Getting the word out there to the masses.
There's Go Buckeyes.
I hope his mindset is going to be okay, because as a Buckeyes fan and all the turmoil going on at Ohio State right now, Jim Tressel being ousted as coach, Terrell Pryor not going to be returning the star quarterback, can he keep his mind straight, get rid of all that confusion, all that mess, and concentrate on the fight?
I don't know who these people are.
I know. Let's take a look at the records here. Grim Slayer, 591 wins. Go Buckeyes. He's got 330 for his own.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We welcome you to Cowboy Stadium. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. With a background in boxing, fighting out of the United States, Maximus.
There's Buckeyes. Sporting some ink. Overlapping, kind of.
And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, with a background in Muay Thai, fighting out of the United States, Brett the Grim Rogers.
It's a big man right there, Brett Rogers.
You can see the size disparity here. Officially weighing in at 40.
Are you ready? Let's get it on.
5 more pounds. Big John McCarthy gets things going. Here we go. Grim Slayer taking on Go Buckeyes. Open things up.
Oh, touch of the glove, showing respect, and now he punches him in the face and the body.
Why not?
Grim Slayer, of course, must be a fan of Brett Rogers, I would have to assume, since it is Brett the Grim Rogers. Kind of a little hats off to Brett Rogers there, who will be fighting this coming weekend.
Right. Big, the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix continuing this weekend. A couple of fights in the tournament.
Our next matchup actually will be a copy of that, as we got Brett Rogers back again in the next matchup, taking on Josh Barnett.
Yep. And later on in the broadcast, coming up later on tonight, we will have Alistair Overeem against Fabricio Verdun.
These guys wasting no time, going right out. Not a feeling out process between these two guys. They're just swinging away.
And I'm not saying that we don't have power there for Go Buckeyes, but you can see the size difference. And he's down on the mat trying to hold on here. Big shots coming down from the Grim Slayer, who's in complete control right now.
Much like the big Brett Rogers, he's got big power in his fists. He's going to look to use that power this coming weekend against Josh Barnett.
Absolutely.
Another nice shot by the Grim Slayer.
Speaking of that fight on Saturday night, who do you like in that?
You know, I'm going to actually go with Barnett in that fight. I just believe Barnett's got a few too many tools in his tool belt for Brett Rogers.
Big shot again there by GrimSlayer.
But there's always a chance of that happening when you're fighting Brett Rogers. He punches you right in the face and you fall down.
Absolutely. And I think that's going to be his chance in the fight on Saturday night. The biggest thing going for him is just his power standing up.
I can agree with you there. He's got some big power. If you get hit, that's it. Ask Andrei Arlovsky.
By the way, you can take part in the chat room right now at EASportsMMA.com. Go Buckeyes is in a lot of trouble here.
That's it. John McCarthy calls it off. He says it's over. You could tell that knockdown. He was done. He was going out as it was.
A mercy stoppage there with the GrimSlayer scoring the knockout.
Those extra shots were just little sprinkles on top of the cupcake. It was done.
Yeah, third knockout was the charm. Third knockdown. You see him getting down there with big left hand, fishes him off with a right. This is just vicious right here. And
just too much power from the GrimSlayer there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by way of technical knockout, Brett the Grim Rogers.
Nice victory there by GrimSlayer. Dominant performance.
Very nicely done there. You saw Go Buckeyes do everything he could to stay in that fight, but Rogers just had that big power, and he kept connecting. You can't eat too many of those shots.
Yeah, you look at the numbers here. Landed 30 more strikes overall, most of it done standing up with the punches. You could see just a couple of kicks, but dominating performance by GrimSlayer, just picking apart Go Buckeyes in the opening fight.
Yeah, nicely done. Our next matchup, we're actually going to see Brett Rogers back in the cage, but this time he's going to be taking on Josh Barnett. So that means it's going to be just like this weekend's fight on the Strikeforce card.
Absolutely. Been looking forward to that show for a while now.
Yeah, it seems like this heavyweight Grand Prix is taking forever to get here, but it's finally going to be here. And tonight, a little preview here on the live broadcast.
Absolutely. We've got Thanosinfinity, who'll be using Josh Barnett as he'll go up against Mr. NRG, who'll be using Brett Rogers.
You know, we're going to see Stephen Quadros' pick here, but after we get through that, Fritz, I want to hear what your pick is for this Saturday night on Strikeforce.
Josh Barnett, one of the most complete MMA fighters in the tournament for sure. He's up there with the great fighters, including Emelianenko and, of course, Alistair Overeem. But what Barnett does so well is mainly on the ground, although he really is a very nasty individual with standing up. Brett Rogers is an opponent that when he's on, he can deliver a knockout blow because up until recently he was undefeated and he crushed, former UFC champion Andrei Arlovsky. What Brett needs to do is to get Barnett moving back and to make sure that Barnett doesn't take him down and turn this into a nasty, ugly brawl. Because if he gets taken down, Barnett will win by submission.
Quadros picking Barnett. Now, Fritz, we take a look at these numbers. It's hard to pick against Barnett when he's got that even right across the board. It's almost a straight line when you look at his stats here.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at these fighters, though, Thanosinfinity, you could see is a guy that, and he rightfully admits this, like he's just a guy that likes to go out, doesn't have the best record, but just loves to fight for fight's sake. Only go 52 wins, but you know what? He enjoys playing the game, and we like that.
Yeah, you don't got to win. I absolutely lose a lot when I play the game.
Trust me, I'm with you there. And we see Mr. NRG, who's got a lot more experience, over 1,300 victories all time, coming out there using Brett Rogers.
Yeah, I think if we're picking the game right here, it might be a safe pick to pick Rogers, but come Saturday night, myself, I have picked Barnett. Stephen Quadros, he has picked Barnett. How are you leaning?
I am leaning Josh Barnett as well.
It's a big test for Barnett. It's been a while since he's been in the limelight again, taking on top competition, so this should be a very interesting matchup for him.
Yeah, we talk about the records overall. Mr. NRG using this character, 178 victories, only 24 losses.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We welcome you to Cowboy Stadium. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds in the heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai fighter, fighting out of the United States, Brett the Grim Rogers.
Big man there, Brett Rogers. Sporting the mohawk.
And now, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler fighting out of the United States, the baby-faced assassin, Josh Barnett.
It almost looks like a superhero when you see him, like a real-life superhero. You gotta bust out a cape at some point.
Are you ready? Let's get it on!
Here we go, Thanosinfinity taking on Mr. NRG. Looking forward to this fight for a while. Looking forward to the fight coming up on Saturday night as part of the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Thanosinfinity, of course, using Josh Barnett. Mr. NRG is Brett Rogers.
By the way, speaking of Mr. NRG, he had actually officially retired, but decided to come out of retirement just for the Heavyweight Grand Prix here.
And look at that.
He's already got a big shot already.
Oh,
he's bragging about it.
He's taunting him. He's got Barnett down. Thanosinfinity able to recover half guard here.
No matter what happens in this fight, Mr. NRG is guaranteed to get a title shot against the winner of Joker 3700 and Divine Alpha. That fight taking place later on tonight's broadcast.
Very interesting. He comes right. He's like Gina Carano. He comes out of retirement and he's getting a title shot right away.
He's not backing down one bit. Look at that stand toe-to-toe. Oh, look at that. Infinity's down again. Huge right hand. Big shots right there, but Infinity is going to hold on.
Thanosinfinity doing a good job of surviving thus far, but all he's doing at this point is surviving.
And Infinity said he was going to come out and throw bombs. He hasn't been able to load on anything yet.
I think the problem is when you're throwing little peas and the other guy's throwing bombs, it's hard to throw bombs. He's got a pea shooter, and Brett Rogers has got an A-bomb.
EASportsMMA.com. Check out the website. Take part in the chat. What's going on right now? Double XP starts tomorrow morning and will be live through Sunday night, so you can go out there and get some belts.
Yeah, get out there and take those advantage of the double XP all weekend, all through Sunday, right?
Absolutely. By the way, don't forget, you can view all the live broadcasts on the web in addition to your console. Just go to EASportsMMA.com, click the live broadcast tab to join us on the web and the live chat.
I got to go back and watch some of those hilarious videos we've made over the time here.
Those are fantastic. Look at the stamina of both guys. Working real hard, button smashing a lot. You can see it really low, especially when it comes to Infinity. And he's down again.
He's down. He's busted up. His nose is broken. His face is covered in blood.
Somebody stop this fight. Big John, get in there.
That's it. That is it. A big win there at a retirement for Mr. NRG. He comes in and dominates Thanosinfinity.
Little tune-up for his heavyweight title shot that'll be coming up in a future broadcast. Dominating performance here. Just owned Infinity. Never looked like he was in trouble. Leaves the man bloody, battered, and knocked out in the end.
Look at that. Thanosinfinity blood all. Seen the hype. Now we're ready for the fight. Fritz, let's take a look at these numbers. These guys look pretty similar with the exception of McTardy. He's got very little ground, very little submission, and his clinch is pretty low too.
And, by looking at his video, I'm a little bit worried about his cardio.
That's only from the video. I don't think you blow up that much when you're using the controller. Look at over for DUDEFESTGREASY. Pretty nice across the board. You got good stand-up, good clinch, good ground. A little low on the submissions, but his health is very high.
I believe we're going to see DUDEFESTGREASY coming out to the cage first. By the way, this is Jason, who actually writes for MiddleEasy.com, and he's the host of Sunday Night Fights. He said he's fighting McTardy for everything that is pure in this world.
Presenting Middle Easy, they did a great job, did Middle Easy, helping promote tonight's event, so thank you to them.
Dr. McTardy here, he writes for MMA-Japan.com, which is part of the Middle Easy Network.
Supporting the Middle Easy shirts there.
We look at the record here. You see a 500 record there for DUDEFESTGREASY. 344 wins for Dr. McTardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. We welcome you to Cowboy Stadium. This fight is 3 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. With a background in boxing, fighting out of the United States, Jason Nawara.
It's DUDEFESTGREASY there.
And now,
brown belt in the
introducing
game.
his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained in the discipline of kickboxing, fighting out of the United States.
McTardy looks like he's let himself go a little bit since the last time we saw him fight.
Are we sure that he made weight for this fight?
I think he ate that Chinese food
Are
with
you
us for
ready?
dinner before the game.
Are you ready? Let's get it on!
Here we go, Dr. McTardy taking on DUDEFESTGREASY.
McTardy mistakenly ordered the whole size of the orange chicken.
He got the poo-poo platter.
Yeah.
He got the menu and said, I'll take this side.
These guys are just kicking the legs to death.
What is
My
going on
Lord,
here?
what are they doing to each other?
By the way, we're currently taking picks on who you think is going to win at this weekend's big Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix. Join us in the live chat to cast your vote by going to easportsmma.com, clicking on the live broadcast tab at the top of the page. Once in the live broadcast area, the chat box will be on the right side of the screen. Just enter a username, and you're all set with no registration required.
So you don't have to go through the whole registration process. Just give yourself a name, and you're in there, you're chatting, you're talking to, is that Nick Lang over there, or is that Preston over there?
Nick Lang is over there right now.
Oh, Nick Lang.
Nice kick right there by Dr. McTardy. By the way, for a moment there, I thought there was a no-punch rule in effect.
Oh,
McTardy's got him in trouble, though.
A head kick from McTardy. McTardy's
punch.
all over him. He's got full mount here.
I think he stood back there and said, wait a second, these are Strikeforce rules. I can't kick the man on the ground.
That was some big shots. He hit a flying knee, then a big head kick. DUDEFESTGREASY happy to do the little crab walk right there.
Get your butt up. He wants to
Thinking he's
stand.
Antonio Inoki fighting Muhammad Ali back in the day.
Oh, please not. Nice roundhouse kick to the body there.
McTardy, for a tubby guy, he's got some nice kicks.
Educated feet.
Educated fork, too, it looks like. How do you make 205?
I have no idea.
This is a light heavyweight bout. It's not a catch weight.
He almost looks like he's rocking the mullet there.
A little bit.
Just shy of it.
DUDEFESTGREASY. Kind of trying to find his range here, it seems like.
Good
McTardy's been
body
all over
shot
him.
by
Kicks
McTardy.
and punches.
DUDEFESTGREASY with a couple more quotes from before the fight. Says, I'm going to try my best. I won't ever give up. McTardy said he wanted this to be on his feet no matter what, so I'll give him the bloodbath he is asking for.
DUDEFESTGREASY sporting the blue gloves. He's got the beard. McTardy in the red gloves and the belly.
McTardy is always at the top of the rankings for the Middle Easy League.
He's a good fighter.
Yep.
Make no mistake.
Oh,
he's got hurt.
McTardy is hurt. He's on Dream Street right now.
DUDEFESTGREASY all over him. Oh, but McTardy's able to recover half guard there.
He's still dazed right now, though.
That was a big shot from DUDEFESTGREASY. Jumps back into the guard.
Let's see if McTardy can recover from that. Huge shots there.
McTardy was dreaming about spaghetti and meatballs there for a couple minutes.
DUDEFEST trying to get over in the side control. He's in half guard right now.
DUDEFEST going to look to pass here. You know, they talked about this being a stand-up fight, but, you know, when it comes to fight time, sometimes you hit the ground, regardless of what you think is going to happen.
And DUDEFEST now in side control and hitting him with his right hands.
He's got a good position here, but look at McTardy right back up to his feet. Back to kicking again. McTardy loves the kicks.
Just under 2 minutes left to go here in the first round.
The battle of Middle Easy here.
These guys said they'd stand and trade, and that's exactly what's happened so far. Just a battle of wills. DUDEFEST. Oh, with a big knee right there up against the cage.
He's got him down. McTardy able to survive once again. That's 2 big shots. DUDEFESTGREASY looking very good here in this fight with 1.5 minutes to go in the round.
Absolutely. Over the last minute or so, he's been able to land some big shots.
He found that range and he started connecting, and he connected with some big shots.
See what we can do here on the ground, though. He's got full mount.
Full mount. What is he going to do with it?
See if he's going to be able to sit up here and land some big shots.
McTardy's still got good stamina, both his head and his body, so he's hanging in there just fine.
Look at that stand up, then goes right back down on the ground, gets in side control immediately.
Passes right away. McTardy looking to get out of that position. He does not get the sweep or the escape.
Holding on to that position. He's trying to get full mount again. Look at that.
Turn. Nice turn there by McTardy.
He wants to stand up.
McTardy wants to kick him some more. McTardy's loving the kicks.
Got to be careful with that, though, because even though he's been landing some kicks, he's the guy that's been in trouble a couple times here in the first round.
That is true. Another head kick there by McTardy. It's about the 10th one this fight.
30 seconds left to go here in the first round.
Loves that high right head kick.
Got a nasty cut on the left cheek there of DUDEFEST.
DUDEFEST looking to do some boxing, working the jab. Some overhand shots. Oh,
big roundhouse
McTardy.
kick. He's only got 10 seconds left to work with, though.
He's not going to be able to do anything with it. I think he was taking a big flying knee. He just couldn't pull it off.
Oh, and he's down again. DUDEFEST is in trouble here. The close of the first round. The bell saves him, though.
Bell saved by the bell is DUDEFESTGREASY.
Wow, you look at that round, and early on, you saw McTardy land a lot of different kicks, but it was DUDEFESTGREASY that actually got 2 knockdowns, and then right there in the last 30 seconds, McTardy comes back with 2 knockdowns of his own.
I can't imagine trying to score that round. That was a battle, a back-and-forth battle. The tide changed a couple different times for either guy.
I'd almost have to think McTardy won that round because he landed more shots overall, and then he got the knockdowns at the end. And look right there at DUDEFESTGREASY.
He is
Are
a
you ready?
mess.
Are
His
you
face
ready?
is torn to bits.
Let's get it on.
Look, he stuck his face on a belt sander.
Round 2 here.
Tardy comes out, scores the first shot. Looking for those kicks, that roundhouse kick McTardy loves using those feet.
That coming out, throwing some shots. DUDEFESTGREASY staying very active here.
Looking to kind of counter, it looks like, McTardy's shots. He's waiting for McTardy to go for a big shot, and he wants to come back in with an overhand left or right.
Our next event's going to be taking place Wednesday, July 6th. It's the Stick Force event, Scars and Stripes. Stick Force is looking for new fighters. Head on over to the forums, find out how you can get involved and fight for your chance at a future shot at a live broadcast. Let's go to easportsmma.com.
Absolutely. Fight on the worldwide live broadcast. You can watch it anywhere. Just jump on the board, talk to the guys, get yourself set up, get you a match.
And I think you are right. DUDEFESTGREASY has found his range. It just can't avoid the kicks from McTardy, and couldn't avoid that one right to the midsection.
Chipped away right at the body there with that spinning back kick.
And you can see McTardy, he's just picking away at the stamina, going to work on the body here of DUDEFEST.
He just continues to pick apart that body. It's like taking a piece of a Lego out. If you're playing Jenga, he's taking chunks out of his body.
By the way, I'm a little bit disturbed by McTardy and his body hair, because he has none on his chest, and it's like all around his belly button, and it's like really, like he's like a bear there.
I believe it's referred to as a happy trail, my friend. I believe that's what it's officially called. I'm not sure that's a medical term for it, but I believe
if
that's...
you're going to shave, why only the upper half? Why not go all the way?
Maybe he got tired. Maybe he exhausted himself.
Did the battery die in his razor or something?
That's happened to me before, actually. It can't happen. I'm just saying, maybe he looked down. He's like, no, this is cool, man. I'll let this go.
I just want to be smooth right here, and then the rest, I'll be manly.
Yeah. Let the ladies know. It's all about. You walk around, you're a pro fighter. You're walking around with no shirt on all the time.
Well, I hope that he actually, it's either no shirt or it's not rocking the half shirt look,
Oh, that'd be rad if he rocked the hat shirt.
Look how McTardy's got DUDEFEST in trouble again. Big right hand.
DUDEFEST able to survive, though.
Yeah, knocked him down again, but he really didn't get dazed that time.
Hold him in a half guard.
Under 3 minutes left to go here in the second round.
DUDEFEST having trouble connecting right now. McCarty's doing a great job of countering his punches.
A big knee right there by McTardy. McTardy might have a bloody nose, though. Look at his nose. There's a lot of blood. He's at least got a cut on the bridge of his nose.
Oh,
And now he's down into trouble.
This is a back-and-forth battle. McTardy back down, but he's able to recover half guard.
These guys said they wanted a bloodbath, and they are delivering.
There you see DUDEFESTGREASY on top, full mount on top of McTardy now.
See if he can land a big shot, though. You can see the head stamina for McTardy quickly going down. He's in a lot of trouble right here.
DUDEFESTGREASY could finish him here or go for a choke.
Couple big shots, this fight could be over, but McTardy gets out of it, gets back on his feet.
See that? That shaved back worked out for him, made him more aerodynamic. He slipped right out the back. No hair to slow you down.
Hey, maybe it was he that greased, not DUDEFESTGREASY.
I'm just saying, when you shave your back and usually have hair, it's really slippery.
Especially once you get a good sweat going.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not saying the sweat's from the fight or from the meal before the fight, but he probably had a good sweat going either way. 90 seconds left to go here, round 2. Good action between these two guys. Heck of a fight.
Back and forth fight, yeah. Oh, look. Oh, he's got a hurt bat. Oh, 4 shots.
McTardy is down. He is hurt here. Once again, he's going to hang on.
What a battle here between these two light heavyweights.
Wow.
McTardy on the bottom, and he is just trying to survive right now. DUDEFESTGREASY on top. These guys have been going at it.
What a battle of wills right here.
They wanted a brawl, and they got a brawl.
Absolutely. Who wants it more? Who can land the one big shot and actually finish their opponent?
Tardy's face covered in blood.
McTardy, though, he is not stalling. He is fighting right back with a big shot to the midsection.
Less than a minute to go here. We'll see a photo finish like the end of the first round. Both these guys are just bloody. Their trunks are getting bloody. Once were white trunks, now red splotches. You got polka-dotted trunks at this point.
At this point, the guys are just going to stand there and say, who can land a huge shot? I'm just going to throw a bomb and see if it connects. Good overhand left there by McTardy. DUDEFEST fires right back with a 1-2.
These guys going at it like crazy here.
McTardy is hurt again. Can DUDEFEST finish this fight off?
Stop.
He does. DUDEFEST with the win.
13 seconds left to go. DUDEFESTGREASY finishes him off. TKO takes out Dr. McTardy. What a big win.
Unbelievable battle between these two men, putting on the fight of the night so far.
DUDEFESTGREASY representing Middle Easy took out Dr. McTardy.
Hang your head high on that one, Jason. Great win.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by way of technical knockout, Jason Nawara.
Huge victory for Jason there of MiddleEasy.com.
Not just a victory for MiddleEasy.com, it's a defeat for the sport of NASCAR.
Bragging rights right there for Jason. Let's take a look at the numbers. There are going to be a lot of numbers following this war. Look at that. Dr. McTardy landing 44% of his strikes, 93. DUDEFESTGREASY, though, threw almost 150 more strikes, but he landed 54 more overall.
Great math. I got to give you credit for the math right there, Fritz. That's impressive.
McTardy, the landing a lot of kicks. Look at that. 55 of his 93 strikes were kicks. But you saw how busy DUDEFESTGREASY was throwing the punches. Both men going down multiple times, but in the end, DUDEFESTGREASY with the TKO victory in the second round.
What a great main event for our first set of matches here on the broadcast tonight. I can't think of a better way to wrap up this portion, right?
Absolutely. In the opener, we saw the GrimSlayer using Brett Rogers with a TKO victory over Go Buckeyes. And then we saw the battle, kind of a preview of what we'll see Saturday night. Josh Barnett taking on Brett Rogers. Mr. NRG using Brett Rogers with the first round TKO win there.
Absolutely. Then the main fight, DUDEFESTGREASY, Dr. McTardy, they went out there and they brawled, they fought. It was crazy, but DUDEFESTGREASY wins it. 13 seconds to go in round number 2 by a TKO.
Don't go anywhere. We've got more fights coming your way here in a short while. We'll be back here shortly here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA.
Preschool. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I picked Ken Shamrock, so I'm gonna try and take your heel home. Where you from? Scotland. Frickin' rad, man. Love it. You guys drink beer like the way it's supposed to be. A lot.
After such an incredible battle, it would be
He's out.
He's gassed. You got him.
Go for it.
There you go.
Oh yeah, buddy. One leg. God, you know. Hopefully, wait. Oh, there's probably people out there watching us stink it up. But anyways, it was still fun playing you.
Well, first off, thanks for dropping by here, being a part of the live broadcast here with EA Sports MMA and taking part with the community. We really appreciate it. So, but what's it like seeing your character being a part of the EA Sports MMA game?
I'm glad to have a character back here on home soil. I've been doing a lot of stuff in Japan where, you know, my image has been used for video games, and from No More Heroes to Katamari and the different professional wrestling games and fighting games over in Japan. So when the new EA MMA game was coming out, well, EA is a great company. I mean, they've got franchise titles, they've got so much experience, not just with things like Fight Night, but I remember EA back in, you know, one of my favorite games from EA of all time is Mutant League Football. Yeah, I'm a long time Electronic Arts subscriber for their games. So, you know, seeing my name attached to something that they're doing made me really happy.
Talking about stuff like that, of course, it's well known you're a gamer. Is there anything you've been playing lately, something you've been checking out and enjoying?
I'm always a huge Fallout fan. Since Fallout 1, big deal. But, you know, this new EA MMA game, I've got my hands on it a little bit. They can attest. They saw me use my skills tonight, and while I am by no means anything like the guys that were playing in the tournaments, I held my own, and I did win more than I lost. I have a new copy of the new Medal of Honor, which I'm hot to play. I've played all the Medal of Honor stuff from day one. Big fan of the World War II first-person shooter. Had a lot of fun with that, and a big Battlefield lover.